Students, today we are going to see socket programming with TCP. In the last video, I have posted the socket programming with AODP. I said already that what is socket? Socket is nothing but the door through which the process present in the application layer communicates or sends the data to the transport layer and also receives the data from the transport layer to the application layer. Then today we'll see how the client and the server communicates with each other using sockets. Okay, so here the client must contact the server as usual. Server will be there and the client will be there. If the client wants any service from the server, it should contact the server, and the server process must first be running, so always the server will be on, so there is no problem in it. Then server must have created socket that welcomes a client's contact. The only difference between the TCP and the UDP socket programming is, in the UDP we have only one socket, okay, but here in the TCP every server will be having two sockets. One socket is for welcoming the client and the other socket is for communicating the data between the client and the server. Okay, so there are two sockets in the TCP, whereas there is only one socket in the UDP, and the two sockets are nothing but one is server socket and the other is connection socket in the TCP server. At the client side we will be having only one socket as usual, but in the server side in TCP socket programming we will be having two sockets. One is to welcome the client, the other is to send or receive the data. Okay, next is client contact server. How the client contacts is by creating a TCP socket specifying address, port number of the server process. Yes, how the client is going to contact the server is, it will be specifying the IP address of the server and the port number of the server process. Then when client creates socket, client establishes TCP connection to the server TCP. Yes, once the connection is once the welcoming is done, that is handshaking is done, establish connection, it will be creating the socket between the server socket and the client socket. It will be establishing the connection between the client socket and the server socket. So when the client creates socket, the client TCP establishes the connection to the server TCP. When contacted by the client, the server TCP creates new socket. As I said, that the previous socket is for just welcoming, just to do handshaking process. Okay, but the second socket, that is the server creates new socket for the server process to communicate with that particular client only. So if I have 2-3 clients, then consider that I have 3 clients, the server is having 3 clients, so 3 different sockets will be created for every client. Clear? So that socket will be used only for that particular client. So it allows server to talk with multiple clients. Then source port number used to distinguish clients. How can the clients be distinguished? Is because every client will be having different port numbers. With the help of the port number, the clients can be distinguished. Then TCP provides, as usual, reliable in-order byte stream transfer between the client and the server. Next. Yes, this is the server and the client. So first, initially what happens, the server creates the socket and assigns the port number as X for the incoming request. So server socket is equal to socket. So what is the server socket? It is the socket meant for welcoming the client. Okay, it is just for welcoming the client. Yes, then comes connection socket, waits for incoming connection request. then connection socket is equal to server socket dot accept. So if at all any request comes from the client, then it will accept with the function called accept function. With that, once the accept function is initialized or invoked, the connection socket will be created. What is the use of this connection socket? This socket only we are going to exchange the data between the client and the server. Next, at the client side, again, client should create its own socket. So it creates socket and connect to the host ID. So what is this host ID? It is nothing but the server's IP address comma port ID. That is port number of the server. Client socket is equal to socket. So this is the socket at the client side, created at the client side. Then server socket dot accepts as usual. Once this is done, TCP connection setup will be done. That is, once the handshaking is done, the connection between the client and the server is established. Clear? Then using that connection, there is a direct connection between the client and the server socket. So using that connection, the client is sending the request to the server through its client socket. So the server will be reading the request from the connection socket. Okay, through the connection socket only it is going to get the request, and it will be replying the data, replying the client, and it will send the data. The reply data will be sent through the connection socket to the client. Then the client reads the reply from the client socket. Through the client socket only, as usual, it will take the data which was sent by the server and it closes the socket. Once the connection data has been transferred completely, then the client will be closing the socket. Again, so here it has to close the connection socket. Why it has to close? In the UDP, we didn't mention this close connection socket in the server side. It will be open only. Why? Because it has not established a separate connection for every client in case of UDP. But in the TCP, for every client, it is going to establish, the server is establishing a new connection socket for every client. That is why once the data transfer between the client, that particular client and the server gets over, it is going to close the connection socket which exists between that particular client and the server. So this is the program, the TCP socket programming at the client side. This is. So from socket import, so by this line we will be importing all the functions required for the socket programming. Then server name is equal to, so whatever the server name, it can be domain name or else it can be IP address also. Server port is equal to 12,000. So here server port is assigned, the 12,000 is assigned as a port number for that server port. Then client socket is equal to socket of AF underscore INET sock underscore stream. Okay, so what is this? So this line is that the socket is going to use the address family, internet address family, that is IPv4, and sock underscore stream is nothing but it indicates, stream indicates always TCP and the datagram indicates UDP. Since the socket underscore stream is used, we can understand that it is of TCP. The protocol used here is TCP. Then client socket dot connect of server name comma server port. So what happens? So the client socket, this is actually this program, this is actually running at the client side. So what happens? The client socket will be connecting to the server socket. How it is going to connect? Using two parameters, that is server name comma server port. So in the server name, the domain name will be mentioned and the server port is 12,000 as usual. Then sentence is equal to raw input. So this is the input given by the client. So why it is giving this input? It is nothing but the set of characters which is in the lowercase, as we have seen in the UDP. The server should convert it into uppercase and send it to the client. This is what the service requested by the client to the server. So what is the service requested by the client? It is sending some set of characters. So it needs the or else it wants the uppercase letters from the server, whichever it has sent. So it is saved in the variable called sentence. What is saved? Set of characters are saved in the variable called sentence, and it is going to send this sentence to the server. So how it can send? Through the client socket. So client socket dot send of sentence. Clear? So what is there in sentence? A set of characters. It can be my name is Sheila. So this is my sentence. Okay. So this has to be converted. I am sending it. The client is sending it in the lowercase. It asks for the to the server that it wants it to be converted to the uppercase. So it sends the sentence through its client socket to the server. Once it sends this sentence to the server looks at the sentence and it applies the uppercase function and gets the output. The output is nothing but the same sentence, but it is in the uppercase, and the output is sent to the client by the server. So the output is saved in the variable called modified sentence, and the modified sentence is equal to client socket dot receive of 1024. So through the client socket, the client is going to receive the data or receive the stream. What does the stream contains? It contains the modified sentence, variable called modified sentence, which has the set of characters converted into uppercase. So it receives the client receives the uppercase letters from the buffer whose size is 2024. Okay, then once it gets the data, it prints like from server it got the modified sentence, that is from server my name is Sheila Devi, which will be in the capital letter. So once it gets the data, it got the service whichever was requested by the client. So it is going to close the socket, client socket, with the help of the line called client socket dot close. It calls the function called close and it will close the client socket. Then this is the server program at the TCP using TCP. So from socket import star, as usual it imports all the functions. Then server port is equal to 12,000. So it assigns it, whatever port it is creating, it should assign some port number. So the server is assigning the port number called 12,000. And the server socket is equal to socket of AF underscore INET comma sock stream. As I said, AF underscore INET indicates IPv4 address and socket underscore stream indicates that it is going to use TCP protocol. Then server socket dot bind of comma server port. So in this codes, what should be represented is 12,000. So it is binding the port with the port number, server port with the port number, that is 12,000 is binded to the server port. Then next line, server socket dot listen. So what is server socket dot listen? Once the socket is created, server socket is, as I said already, it is only for welcoming the client, that's it. So it is listening, it is checking whether any client is giving the request. So if it finds 2 clients, then the parameter would be 2. Here you are seeing, right, server socket dot listen of 1. Instead of 1, 2 will be there if 2 client requests are there. Okay, so server socket dot listen is listening for any client request and it prints the server is ready to receive. While 1, if any client request is found, then what happens? It creates the connection socket. Initially it has created only the server socket to welcome the client. Now it is creating the connection socket to transfer the data or to communicate with the client. With that particular client only it can communicate. Once the connection socket is established between the client and particular client and the server. So connection socket comma address is equal to server socket dot accept. So what happens? So it is accepting the handshaking. Once the handshaking is done, the accept function is called, which will create the connection socket. Clear? Then sentence is equal to connection socket dot receive of 1024. What is the sentence? This is the variable which was sent by the client So through connection socket, the server will be getting the variable called sentence, which contains the set of characters which are in lowercase. So it receives from the buffer whose size is 1024. Then capitalized sentence is equal to sentence dot upper. What happens? It applies the function called upper. So, and whatever the output it gets, that is stored in the variable called capitalized sentence. Connection socket dot send of capitalized sentence. So what it has to do now? It has to send the capitalized sentence to the client. So it sends using the function called send. Connection socket dot send. Once it sends the data, it will close the connection socket which is established between the server and that particular client. This is the extra line which we can see only in the TCP server programming, not in the UDP server programming. In the UDP server programming, it is not going to close. And one more thing is, it will not create two sockets. There only one socket will be created called server socket. But here two sockets are created. One is server socket for welcoming the client and the other is the connection socket for sending and the receiving data. So this is how our TCP program works. With this, I'm winding this session, and this is one of the lab programs in your lab experiment, CN lab experiment. So you can execute this program using Java also. Thank you so much.